In this video, I will show how to set up a Pycharm environment for debugging with Python. So first, let's open Pycharm. Okay, now I'm going to select my project I want to work on. It's going to be this one, for example. Okay, if you want to select another project from scratch, you can also go with File, Open, and then you select the folder, the root folder of your Python project. For example, this one. New window, and here you have your full Python project inside this new window. So let's focus on this one. So first thing is to set up the debugging, the interpreter, the Python interpreter you want to use for this project. So you go Pycharm, Preferences, Project, and then on the project you have Project Interpreter. So you can select the one you want here, or you can do Show All. All the available interpreters are listed here. You can also add an interpreter if you want. If you are using Conda virtual environment, for example, you can go to existing environment, and here you have a list of all your existing Conda environment. So if I open the terminal, for example, I can access the same list from here. List. Right, so this is my list of all the Conda environments that I find here. So you can select the one you want. Right? In my case, I'm gonna use the default mini Conda Python 3 environment. Okay. Right. So now that the environment is set up, we can start coding and debugging. So let's add a breakpoint here, for example, in this script. So the main will be called upon calling this GIFMaker function. So we can go to Run, Debug, Edit Configuration, and so by default this is empty, and you can add a testing function here. If you go to Template, Python, Script Path, it's going to be, well, there's only one script here. You can also set up a particular configuration for this one. You can have some input parameter, lambda.png, which obviously is going to fail. This is going to be the location where the script is executed. Okay, and then apply. Oh, okay, so actually what I did here was to modify the template, which might not be what you want to do. So let's take this example. So I modified this template, and now if you want to create a particular configuration for a function, you will go plus Python, and then it's going to use the template that we've created here, right? And now you can change this parameter here. So it makes things faster if you want to, test different parameters, for example. Or you can also use one function and just manually change all the different parameters or the working directory. Anyway, so let's move on. I can remove this one. Okay. So now we're gonna test this this function. So we can go on debug. And okay, so this is our breakpoint. Very useful thing is to go to the console, and it's really a Python console, so you can interrogate, for example, so you can use Python. You can also interrogate the different variables that are here, and you can obviously go on a step-by-step. So these are the little buttons, but I like to use keyboard shortcuts. So Alt Command 2 would go with step. So I'm basically going to a step-by-step here, right? Then you can also go to the next breakpoint, and so on. You can then go inside a function with a step in, up. So now I'm inside create give and doing a different step by step. You can also, if you put your cursor here, you have the information about the state of the variables. So that's all very useful. And then you can quit here. Okay, so now we are going to see how to debug with PyTest. So same thing. Go to edit configuration. You can also create a template for different suites. So here we can use PyTest. Okay. So I've already created one test, which is test gift maker. So I can basically create another one just to show you how to do it. PyTest, and then you would select your script here, which would be test gift maker. Okay. Going to go and apply. Well, there's already one, so I need to give another name. Blah blah. All right. I'm going to close this, add a breakpoint. Here, and then I'm gonna test blah blah. Going there. Again, we can do the step by step. Now here I want to display some variables. For example, I want to test this. Oops. Okay. Strangely, nothing happens. There is no printout. The reason there is no printout is because we need to configure something special here. So I'm going to stop. Edit configuration. Oops. A little bit fast. Edit configuration. So you see there is room for environment variables, and if you want to get the std out from the PyTest suite, you need to disable buffering. So that's a particular variable that is actually explained in our wiki. You just need to copy paste these variables inside your test configuration, apply, debug, and now if you go to the console and you write the same thing, you get the output. All right, that's it. Thanks everyone.